guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my March beauty favorites. I don't have that much to talk about. Maybe it might be a lot, I don't know. There's no skincare or body care because I've really been using the same stuff, and it's mainly like makeup related stuff. So let's get into the video. First, I want to talk about foundation. I've been loving two foundations this month. I've been combining two. I've really been loving my L'Oreal Lumi foundation and the color W3. If you've been watching a lot of my videos, then you might have seen me use this in a tutorial, or you might have seen that it's been listed down below in my description of what I'm wearing in a video. This foundation has such a nice, natural, luminous finish, and I have dry skin, so that's the type of foundation that I go for, because anything that's matte, semi-matte, or like powder finish, it doesn't look good on me because it like settles into my dry spots. And W3 was a perfect match for me when I was tan from the tan towels. If you haven't seen that review video, I'll link it down below. But once the tan started to fade a little bit, I started to mix that in with my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I am in the color N117. I really love this foundation. It is more of a matte type of finish, not too matte. It's very natural as well. A lot of different skin types can use this foundation because it's not too dewy, it's not too matte, it's kind of a nice medium. People with oily skin just have to put a little bit of powder on, and then people who have dry skin could also use this because it's not too matte. So, hope that made sense. Then for concealer, I have a new discovery this month, and that is the NARS Creamy Concealer. I got it in the color Vanilla. I love this concealer. It has such a nice consistency. It's nice and creamy, not too thick, not too thin. It doesn't crease on my eyes when I set it with powder. I haven't tried it without setting it, so I'm not sure if it's prone to creasing without any setting powder, but I really love this. It's a nice color for me. It brightens my under eyes just enough. It's not too much, and a little goes a long way, and I feel like this is going to take forever to go through, and I just love the packaging too. I've been like loving NARS products a lot recently. Next, I want to talk about my Holy Grail cream bronzer. This Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, like this cream is amazing. Like, I love this stuff. I have to be light-handed with it. It is in the orange side, so if you put a little too much, you are gonna look like an Oompa Loompa, but I really love it to add some color to like my cheekbones, my forehead, even a little bit on my nose or my chin, where the sun naturally hits you and where you naturally get tanned when you're out in the sun. So I really love that stuff if I want to just add a little bit of radiance to my skin, and it makes me look glowing and natural. It is a little expensive, but it's so worth it, and I hear that it lasts forever, and it smells good too. For bronzer, I've been loving an oldie, but a goodie. I've rediscovered and have been like obsessed with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. This stuff is the perfect contour color. I've used this every single day. I can use this to contour my cheekbones like I have it today, or I can use it to like bronze up my face and it doesn't look like muddy, which with the undertone, it's not orangey, it's like more of like a nice cool toned brown. I thought that it would look muddy as a bronzer, but it's versatile. I really like it. For a highlight, another oldie but goodie that I've rediscovered is my Hourglass palette. I've really been loving all of the colors this month. In the past, I've loved it and I've used like only this color right here as like a setting powder, but I've really been using the whole palette. I have the whole palette on today. I've got this to set my under eyes. I've got a little bit of this on my cheekbones along with Luminous Light. And then I've got this color, which is more of like the bronzy color of the three. And I got that like on top of my contour and highlight. It doesn't add a lot of shine or like glitter. It doesn't defeat the purpose of contouring. I don't know, it adds a little bit of something extra, and I just love the way it looks outside. Like, these powders look the best in natural light, and when the sun hits you, it just makes you look like a goddess. I don't even know how to explain it, but it just looks so good, and I get a lot of compliments whenever I'm using these guys because they just look so natural and beautiful. The only blush that I've been loving to use all month, maybe I've used something else once or twice or maybe 3 times, but I've been loving the heck out of this blush. It's MAC's Mineralize blush in Warm Soul. It's amazing. It is the perfect peachy pink right there. I just love the natural like flush it gives to my cheeks, and it has also like a nice like kind of tanness to it at the same time, if that makes any sense, especially for someone with really light skin like I do. And I just love the finish, and a little definitely goes a long way. And I love the new packaging for MAC. So definitely, if you have been in the market for a new blush, definitely check out that MAC blush because it's amazing and I love it so much. I've been loving my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. Right now we're in Houston and I am not used to the heat so early in the year like I am experiencing it in Houston. It's like 80 something degrees and it's not even April yet. It's only March, and normally in New Jersey in March it's still cold. So my makeup has been like sweating off and melting if I don't use this guy right here. I spray it on and it really like holds my makeup all day, and it also helps if I put on a foundation that's a little cakey and looks like a little heavy. This stuff is like double duty. It really tones down the heaviness of my foundation and of my makeup, but then it also sets everything in place and holds it throughout the toughest heat. There's a brush that I've been loving this month, and it is the e.l.f. small tapered brush. This brush is only $3, and it's an exact dupe for my Sigma tapered highlighter F35 brush. This is actually a little bit skinnier, but I prefer how fluffy this guy is, and I've been gravitating towards this brush more. It's perfect to set the eye and perfect to apply some highlighting powders on the face, and it's only $3, so it's really, really good, super affordable, cheap, and works well, and I've cleaned it and it holds its shape and it doesn't shed. So e.l.f. brushes, man, they're no joke. They're really good, and I need to like pick up some more. I have a few of them, but they're coming out with some good brushes. When it comes to eyeshadows, I've been loving a lot of like single shadows, but I have been pulling aside my Smashbox double exposure palette a lot. I've especially been loving Quartz Flushed, like the black. Like the black is really pigmented. The pigmentation in these shadows are really good. They blend really nicely, and you can do anything from like a nice subtle natural look to a very smoky blue look. There's a new eyeliner that I've just been obsessed with, and I don't use anything else, and it's super affordable, super cheap, and that is the Wet n Wild H2O proof eyeliner. I love the tip of the brush. It's very thin. I get such a precise line. It's very pigmented, it's very opaque, and it does not come off. It does not budge. When it says it's waterproof, it's waterproof. I have to use an oil-based makeup remover in order to get this off because my face wash, my Bioderma, nothing takes it off. So I really love that. It's only like $3, maybe $4, but no more than $4. A glue that I've been like loving to use with my false lashes is the Duo Brush-On glue. I love it so much more than the squeezy tubes because not only does it not stink like fish and nasty stuff like the squeeze tube does, this stuff just smells like chemicals, which I also don't enjoy, but it's much better than smelling like fish. And it has a nice thin brush applicator, so it's much easier to get an even layer of glue on the band. And I felt like with the squeezy tube I would put on too much glue, like globs of glue would go on the band, and that makes it much harder to put on, and it makes it much harder to clean after you remove the lashes. So this stuff, not only it holds really, really nicely, it dries really quickly, and it keeps your lashes on all day, and it's much easier to clean up your lashes afterwards. There's one lipstick that I've been using consistently, and that's this Maybelline Blushing Beige. It's from the Nudes line. I love this lipstick to place on top of other lipsticks. If I feel like lipstick is too much, I use this to tone it down a little bit. I use it on its own. I use it paired with lip gloss this month. I believe the Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss, I believe. Yeah, you might have noticed as well that I've been using this like in most of my videos. I love this lipstick. It's on its own, like just the lipstick alone, it is a little too nude, like it makes you look a little ghostly, but it's good paired with other lipsticks, and it's good paired with like a lip gloss that has a little bit of color to add a little bit something more on top of this. So that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Make sure to check out those videos right there, and make sure to check out my social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.